Hello everyone, it is Jacob here with part 3 of the Carino that I'm playing this season. This one will be for Time Mark 7 Traveler budget build that I used. I will go over the changes that I made over the previous version of the build in the previous part. So I will go over the gear, I will go over skills, but I will not explain all the skills in detail because I did that in the last part. So if you want a more like detailed explanation of skills, just check the previous video and let's hop into this one. So the main things that I swapped, as you can notice here, is I swapped out the memory daggers, which each of them cost me 2 FEs to buy. At this point in the season, it will cost you 1 FE, I guess. But to get more damage, you want to eventually swap them for 2 scepters, or whatever this is. Yeah, scepters. And you will want to craft the scepters with gains 25% of the skill's damage as base build damage. That's a must-have mod on both of them. And then reaping. The rest of the things like more damage over time, reaping duration nets you more damage as well, and affliction effect nets you even more damage. And since there are not enough like prefixes on low level ones, the last prefix would be max energy shield. To be able to craft a wand like this for a really cheap, you want to get a scepter base with item level 82 up to level 86, because in bit 85, item level 82 up to item level 85, because at this range you are able to craft tier 2 mods on items, and you are able to craft the items with flame sense. So you are not using any flame elementiums for these budget weapons. So yeah, 82 to 85. Another noticeable like boost for damage is getting this ring early on, because it is a free source of another reap. The only thing that you need to keep in mind is that you need to stay nearby monsters for this to proc. So you want to jump in monsters or on boss from time to time just to reap it a little bit more. With this one, you will definitely swap this ring later on for a rare ring, which will net you more defenses basically. But for now, for the early budget to get more damage, this ring is great. The other ring, double blur effect with anything useful. Because I'm using Portrait of the Fallen Saintess, which I explained in the last video, you want to get a source of blessing generation. So for that, I have this ring. Another like cheap source of blessing generation would be focus boots that generate focus blessings. But at this budget, you want to swap to King's Boons, which are really like cheap damage over time boots, which will provide you more with less, and a source of reap as well. The only thing that you should worry about on the boots is getting higher roll on this additional damage over time taken. So you want to have lower number here, basically. So yeah, that's the boots. The belt, I showed that in the last video. When intelligence is greater than strength, adds 10% of the skill's damage to base build damage. Basically gives you another source of a little bit more of a base build damage here. A really cheap belt, great upgrade. Amulets stay the same. The helmet, really like budget low, like 1 FE item that provides you with a lot of energy shield. But if you have the resources for it, definitely craft a rare energy shield base with tier 2 mods. Again, item level 82 up to item level 85. You want to craft on those. This is the armor this is an armor that I dropped and crafted a bit. Again, if you would have the budget for it, just get item level 82 up to item level 85 base and craft it yourself. You want to get energy shield and resistances at this point. For skills, as you get to higher levels and into time mark 7, you will get items with more energy, or you want to roll the energy on the items. From item level 80 upwards, the items have the maximum possible energy that they can get. So once you get bases above item level 80, you can roll 61 energy on all the pieces and 122 energy on armor. And with more energy, you can add more length to your skills. So Shadow Shot, linked with multiple projectiles. We are ditching the Reap that I had in the previous build and swapping it for Cataclysm. Keeping the control spell, and I added wind projectiles just because of the season mechanic. You want to have like faster projectiles to be able to hit the monsters running around easier. If you would want to get more damage, you can swap wind projectiles for concentrated effect, and it will net you more damage, a little bit more damage. But wind projectiles makes it more consistent while clearing. The rest of the skills stayed as I explained them in the last video. Added Grudge, as I mentioned, added cooldown reduction, added extended duration for the curse, and added cooldown reduction for Force Start. Yeah, and the passive skills stayed the same, so Erosion Amp, Corrosion Focus, Energy Fortress, and Precise Projectiles. For memories, as I mentioned in the last video, Intelligence base, Energy Shield base, and for now, cast speed is okay, but later on you will want to get a base with movement speed. For Pact Spirits, those are the same as in the last video. I'm not using any like minor trait changes here or anything, so those stay the same. I explained the Pact Spirits in the last video in more detail, so check that one out. For talents and for the slates specifically, just whatever I dropped, but I bought this one just because of this mod. 6% energy shield regain and restores 15% missing energy shield when suffer severe injury. This will help you with survivability early on a lot. This is a huge defensive layer that helps you regenerate your energy shield. So yeah, this one will keep you alive for free, almost. So get that one early on. And for the passives, Goddess of Deception, focusing on cast speed for now, because I'm self-casting. Maximum energy shield, Reaps, and everything stayed the same as in the last video. Affliction and Subtle Impact, because I have the blurring, I can start scaling blur. So Subtle Impact before the blurring, you want to keep Forbidden Power. But once you get to time mark 7, resistance is actually become more meaningful. So swapping out from Forbidden Power and getting Subtle Impact is the good play here. Then Lich Wit of the Beaten Track lets you use all your auras. You can notice here that I have all the sealed mana compensation nodes here. Later on, as you level your restraint supports up, you will be able to like take the points from mana compensation, put them elsewhere. But for now, I have all of them. And that's pretty much it for this one. I swapped from Shadow Master into Psychic, I believe. Let's check it here. Yeah, I swapped from Shadow Master into Psychic, and the reason is we are starting to use more of a damage over time aspect of the build, And Psychic provides you with a lot of reaping cooldown recovery speed, so you can reap more often, and also provides you with a lot of reap duration. And since you are losing the gains blur per 5 stacks of wilt inflicted, you are getting a new source of blur here with this point. 5% chance to gain blur when reaping. It's not as consistent, but it is at least something, and for now it is enough because you also have gain blur when energy shield starts to charge. So anytime you use, or anytime the force start gets triggered, you basically get the blur. For now, that is enough. Later on, you will want to get the passive from Shadow Master, this one on a slate. So Psychic for a reap, and the note here, since we have more with less on the boots, I'm picking up Windwalk for now. And the last three is Warlock, focusing on energy shield, affliction, ailment duration with these notes, more affliction, and then upon inflicting damage, plus 15% damage for every type of ailment. We are inflicting all the ailments, or a bunch of ailments, so this helps you with damage. And then the main talent point here would be Daze for now. Later on we will be swapping for Dirty Tricks. But for now, Daze works just fine. And that's pretty much it. So this build will let you kill Time Arc 7 Traveler fairly quickly and consistently. And we will just keep scaling up from this one. So if you want to see the next update, subscribe to the video or subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for the next one. Bye.